very smooth. What's happening? We're back. Let's go.
Okay.
Let's go.
For you MMA fans, December is a busy month. You have
It is.
UFC, you have Strikeforce, you have the WEC, you have this thing that I can't even pronounce we're going to talk about.
Mm-hmm.
All in the
You
month
know
of
that
December.
you don't get the pronunciation right, that you will get somebody diving up on your nutsack.
And what am I talking about? Live on MMAJunkie.com on December 2nd, you get Tachi Palace Fight 7.
Yes. They're going to be streaming that shit live on MMA.
Why is this even remotely important?
Hmm?
Why is this even remotely important?
Because all the diehard MMA followers and loyalists, they are going to want to see this.
No, it's not. The reason is because we're going to get to see the U.S. debut of arguably the world's top flyweight. Go ahead and pronounce that motherfucker's name.
Why you want me to pronounce this nigga's name?
Because I'm not touching it.
Huh?
You've got to watch that word. We've become
did
a
you
very
hear-
racist show.
I know. What did the guy say that I've...
Stop using the word.
That's not happening, nigga. So anyway,
What we were talking about is the world's top flyweight.
right. I'm gonna try to pronounce this guy's name. Guys, cut me a break. Husier da Silva.
Supposedly he's badass, and we get to watch him for free. And then for you other folks, you also get to see James Irvin if anyone cares about him.
No, because
Ooh, you almost said it again right there.
no, I'm not gonna say. But you know, this guy's name Husier. If that's how it's pronounced, it really looks like it's called Juicier.
Well, anyway, supposed to be a badass. Tune in to MMAJunkie.com December 2nd, 8:30 p.m. for us folks on the East Coast, and you all adjust your, out going west, adjust your times accordingly.
Thanks, MMA Junkie. That's your free spot. Anyway, moving on to more important things. On Showtime, December 4th, it will be Strikeforce Henderson versus Babalu.
This fight would have been relevant 9 years ago.
Yeah, no, maybe 8. Is that, what do you think?
It had been a while. I think the first fight was close to 10 years ago.
Yeah.
So it's...
Most people would rather see Florence Henderson versus Babar.
Anyway, the other folks... The other
you know
fight,
that shit was funny. Show that landed that shit. No,
who's going to win that fight, Dan Henderson or Babalu?
Dan Henderson.
Think so?
Yeah. Dan Henderson wasn't... apparently he wasn't feeling... he was sick in his last fight. You know? I mean, prior to that fight, to the loss to Jake Shields, Henderson looked really good.
Well, Dan Henderson looked really good in the first round versus Jake Shields.
Yeah, and then he just ran out of
the house
steam.
came crumbling down.
Yeah.
Also on this card, you get Robbie Lawler versus Matt Lindland. I think Matt Lindland needs to stick to the politics. He's been an elected official. I think it's in Oregon or up in Washington somewhere.
Yeah.
Just seriously, I understand that in some people you just have to fight. Stop fighting.
Why are you telling the man to stop
Because
fighting?
last time we saw Matt Lindland, he was on the ground looking like
Oh, that's right.
he got knocked
smoked.
out nastily.
Yeah. And Robbie Lawler can do that too.
Yeah. Now,
What is Robbie Lawler? Do you know what he is?
he's a knockout machine.
Yeah. I mean,
If you're asking me about his race, I have no idea.
The mug's half white, half Filipino.
Paul Daly. For you folks who remember this cat, he was seen punching Josh Koscheck in the face after the fight
He snuck that man.
and got. So now he's a Strikeforce, and guess who he gets to fight? Scott Hands of Stone Steel.
Yeah.
Hands of some metal product.
But I can promise you guys this, okay?
That will be a brawl.
If Scott Smith catches him, which he can tend to do with like 4 seconds left in the fight, he won't be sneaking anybody. The only thing he'll be doing is sneaking his ass into the ambulance.
That fight is over in the first round. I don't know which one's going to win, but that fight is not going more than 3 minutes.
You would like to put some money on that?
Yeah.
For all our viewers out in fucking YouTube land. Okay, now moving on to the last fight of the night that we're going to cover will be Bigfoot Silva versus Mike Kyle. Now it was going to be Alistair Overeem's brother, who not a lot of people know that he has an older brother who's got about a 500 record. But Overeem's brother beat Randy Couture and Babalu in one fight. It wasn't like a 3-man fight. You know what I'm saying? It wasn't like a menage a trois fight, but it was like one of those. Wow. But it was like a elimination tournament. He got them both. Doesn't matter because the guy's not fighting. Mike Kylie's going to fight. Who do you have? Bigfoot Silva?
Yeah.
I do
His
too.
game's looking really complete. So for you folks, you got an event on December 2nd. You got an event on December 4th. You have an event on December 11th. And then we'll talk about later, probably next week, the WEC's last event, which is going to be on the 16th.
Yeah.
So we have a busy first of the month when it comes to MMA.
It is. Plus, you got to get all your Christmas shopping done in that time.
Fuck that.
You know, you're going to do.
For all you people who went out on Black Friday, you are crazy. That's the dumbest thing I've never done.
Every time I think about that, I think of that shit from that scene from Zack and Mary make a porno, and the guy goes, "Can you work on Black Friday?" And he goes, "I expect you want me to come on nigga Monday." Have you ever seen it?
No.
Guys, rent it. It's a great movie. Anyway, let's play our game.